Welcome back to Factorio Space Age. We are making these cryogenic science packs. We really could be making more if we had just more everything. In order to do that, we need more supplies, which are conveniently already packed on the space platform. We've got concrete, heat pipes, copper, steel. That's pretty much it. A few more belts and stuff. Could technically fill this up entirely, bring out even more things, but that's okay. What we need to do is send it on its way and station the last one. Then it needs to go through multiple steps first. Right, this is 2 steps. Space map, here, and then here. First leg of this is no problems whatsoever. Again, just goes, just works. Need to make sure all of our stuff is set up properly here. If we purge some of this sulfur, we could get more stuff going. So purge some sulfur. Probably a lot of this is be full of sulfur. We'd also get some of our things that break things down. Should be on here. Get some recyclers. So we can have stuff recycle some stuff. It's technically an option. Also maybe a similar problem with the iron ore right here. We currently have the system to throw away additional copper ore. Currently it's too high on iron ore. Of course, none of these are actually going because there's no more for them to go from. They're mostly pretty much full of copper though, so it's kind of fine. Really only gets the copper going when it starts needing to make more of these. It also uses the steel, and the steel uses the iron. There's space for more things. So as long as it keeps going, we should be pretty much fine. Now we got more carbon coming through here, and that means more coal, which means more explosives to make more rockets. We've got 5,300 additional rockets already in here, so from our previous trips, that's been enough to deal with all the situations. So, should be okay on that front, at least for now. We're also just full of ice here. We're using up, well, the additional calcite is just being launched off into space, but yeah, something. What's needed is being used. Yeah, it should be fine. Fuel continues to be working perfectly. Okay. This is almost getting to the odd part. We also have this here, which kind of would benefit from having more space to put stuff in. I want to make some bulk inserters. And cover the C here. Get some bulk inserters and storage boxes. Rough ice. And do a few more. Plenty of space here. It's making gears. And stuff these. Alright. We need storage boxes. And then more bulk inserters that also need concrete. And then we're also going to want heat pipes over here, obviously. Also going to need some concrete. Get to here. We have enough heat pipes to get 2 here at least. And that'll get these all going here. And power them up. These are ready to empty more of the supplies into boxes. And it's just all of them, so something to consider. Let's also make sure that the rockets are working correctly here. The rockets are being added onto here, and that's great. And we have the rockets only coming off if there is excess of them, essentially. We also just turn off rockets leaving option while we're using them. Just going to be taken out of here. That'll be great. Okay. There's exploding. We need to get rocks out of here. Probably not. We'll launch those rockets. We started with like 5,000 some in storage here. Also got a few extra from that bit. So, in theory, we're gonna get a lot of the ice rocks as we get further out here. Which we're kind of gonna have it in excess. We have an excess of rocks in general. Not the worst problem, I suppose. Okay. Man. We've proven this platform's ability to get there and survive in return. So, that's okay. We could potentially try to test out how well it does at just maintaining location for a little bit. That would really depend on the rocks, and there's not really any of the more metal rocks as we get further out here. If we look at the space map, this route, it's mostly big oxide rocks, then oxide, and then barely any of the other kinds. So in terms of a survivable location, right above a kilo is really not one. It's not sustainable long term. So we're not going to get enough of the other pieces to make all the rockets and ammo we need. Rockets are full. It's great. Making some more ammo. Also making more rockets as we can. These explosives keep showing up. There's some explosives. There's some more ammo here too. It's working out fine. Iron and copper. Smelting, working. Rocks. Still kind of full of iron ore. If we start running completely out of copper, that'll be a more obvious problem. Could have all sorts of... No, could we even? Depends if all of the different systems actually work in space to actually use the wires and options and things. Circuit conditions and all that. Not for the most part. Another option would be improving rocket damage somewhere. Then we'd use less rockets per big asteroid here. So we're using 6 per. So, with knowing we have 6 per, and we have 5,000 rockets in here, we can definitely destroy quite a few of these. But since we don't... There's still some of the other kinds, but just not enough to really make enough to continue blowing things up. That's alright. At least this works. It's not going to work when we need to go further out. That's what the rail guns are for, so. This is getting the job done. The explosive splash damage. Also nice. Right, we're almost here. Yeah, just so much icy bits. Okay. And then we get into position, start dropping stuff. I could drop all of it at once, just to make sure it can actually function with the system we have down here in the storage. Stopped at kilo. Okay. Drop all the concrete and some heat pipes. A real drop. Got a whole bunch of these drop guys. Enough space. There's this. Get some concrete. Let's put it away. This is only one of the cargo landing pads, so we kind of limited ability to drop things into there. That's alright. So we send all the heat pipes. Get some copper. We just don't want it to be overfilled, unfortunately. It would be a bit of a mess. So the extra bits here for it. Still filling up. Bring another load. It's already pretty much empty. So we can just kind of throw as many down here as it's going to let us, for whatever reason. Copper, copper, copper. Go. Can only bring in so many at a time, it seems. Send some steel. Okay. Just all the steel. All the copper. Copper. Steel. The bulk conservers are doing their jobs, essentially. Steel. And then some of the belts. Still want some of those for doing stuff up here. You know, move a few things around, get some of the recyclers doing stuff. That should be fine. All these other things, don't really need them here. So that looks good. Could have some more solar panels. Not really install more solar panels though, so that's fine. Rocket situation. We are making some rockets. We're using them more quickly. Then we're just going to send this back to Novus. And while we're waiting for that to be sent back, let's look at how things are doing here. Looking pretty good. Piles of things. Did not even fill all the storage here, which is also great. We'll just put a roboport down here so it stops blinking. Love it. We could use non-special boxes, but that's all the boxes we brought, so eh. Yeah. We'll send this back. Blow your way through here. We got plenty of missiles. Only used a few hundred getting out here. There's a few more hundred on the way back. Look pretty good. Okay. Maybe better balancers or something here. Kind of moves them around. Gets the job done. Ish. We're full on all the different kinds of rocks, so I would say it's probably working fine. Using more of the iron. Making steel here and all the stuff. That's right. Back over here. In order to support additional rocket consumption, rocket production, I'm going to send up some more explosives. Bring the 3,000 explosives over here. On the way, 2,400. That's fine. And then the platform has a request in for explosives. 6,000. So at least some of those will get set up. Explosives is gonna be, I don't see 500. It's probably not gonna send the last 400 since it wouldn't be a full rocket. That's alright. There's already enough rockets on there anyways. That's okay. Alright. So now, we've got supplies. Look at all these supplies. Gimme. Store these in different spots. Not too much. Which is a lovely problem to have. Concrete box. Heat pipe box. I'm gonna move some of these other ice boxes into other boxes here. Explosives box. Really need that here either. Down the way a little bit. Maybe a concrete box. A steel box. Nope. Make there be a steel box though. Some more ice boxes. Is ice boxes full? Nope. Just got a couple boxes of ice here. Of some value. Somewhat. Okay. Grab some more stuff. All this stuff that we sent over here. It's a lovely pile of things. Very helpful. Some more copper. Got some more heat pipes. Some more concrete. A few more of all this kind of stuff. Don't really need that many inserters and things on us at all times. Space to do things. Inserters over here. Okay. And the construction robots, which I'm not really currently using. They exist. There's one brick. Oh, that's nice. Alright. Last of the supplies. Looking good. And then we needed just 1,000 steel to make the rocket silo here. Take the rest of the stuff out. Get some more concrete in there. That's nice. A few more heat pipes. Copper, some iron. Some steel. For making stuff. Alright. So we'll place this down. And then do stuff with that. We got the science here, so we should probably have the rocket silo nearby this direction. Somewhere. And just put it right next to it. Got a lot of ocean to fill in here. Well, that's what we got the stuff for. How many of these have we made while we waited? Oh, very nice. Ice platforms. Doing great. It's waiting on ammonia. It's waiting on ammonia because the ice is full. Definitely needed a solution to that. It's not a good thing. I just deleted that iceberg from existence. Brilliant. Enough space. Let's go 2 more out. Probably need to concrete this whole thing. We got the supplies for it. That's alright. Rocket silo. Also heated. Which is nice. I'm gonna be sending these up eventually. I need to move some more stuff around here. It also needs the processing units, blown structures, and rocket fuel, of course. Let's put all those in box here. We need to send quite a few stacks of this. How many of these can go in a rocket? 1,000? That's pretty good. Alright. Few processing units. Concrete here to put this on. I'm gonna do a stack inserter. Speed is not currently the issue. I also might want to not put things in here just yet. Let's make sure that we have them available. That's enough for 4 launches. So how many loans to structures and rocket fuel do we have on hand? Loans to structures, rocket fuel. kind of even numbers here. So those and those makes our rocket launch. It also needs, I mean, it's actually half of that. This is 2 rocket launches. This needs 100 rocket fuel. This one, this one, this one, this one. So we're a little bit shy of being able to do 4 rocket launches currently. And we have extra low density structures and process units. So essentially we need some more rocket fuel production here, which we can do. It's a possibility. Rocket fuel production from ammonia, some fuel, water, and ammonia. Yep. Okay. How's heat doing? It's at 450. It's pretty good. Heating up far enough away for now. Alright. You been pumping? I'm not even trying. Don't need to. Yeah, it's working. Ish. Power's doing acceptably for now. This ice production is being a problem. We have a box that was taking some of the ice out. The extra ice box is full. Kind of need to do something about that. And or set up an alarm that lets us know that we need to do something about that. Kind of just could have, I mean, kind of could get more ice platform guys being made. Making more ice platform out of all the ice. But then that also needs the ammonia. The ammonia is also going over to do other things. Making this. So, it's something. Could just have chain of ice boxes. Problem solved forever. It's kind of how we did it on the other planet. Just constant heaps. All these stone boxes doing also full. Great. Nice. There we go. So this is mostly working. Are we using this guy up here anymore? Not really. As the furnace for other things, essentially. Ingredient shortage here. No solid fuel. Because this is gone. It'd be helpful to have that still working. Turn that off when we were trying to make sure it got over to the heat. And that was gone, so this was still doing fine. There's plenty of this still available. Because it does kind of get recycled, at least slightly. Only half of it is used. The other half just needs to be cooled back down again. There's a question of filling these pipes also. Whether that's going to be potentially a problem. Probably fine. Just need to expand this significantly. So no more ice getting past here. Now there's enough ammonia to make in more of the ice platform, which is great. Got plenty of ammoniacal solution. We're doing on crude oil, also fine. The fluorine's doing great. And the lithium brine is struggling immensely. Alright. That is clearly the current problem. Just want to just cover up, get all the other brine up here going. Might as well. See what we're working with. This is the only... Here's another one. 6 might be excessive, but at least a start to working on stuff. Bump jacks. Let's see how we want to heat these also. If we look on the map here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Okay. Heat pipes are currently on this side. Perhaps they need some help with that. We need some ice flows. Just across here. We need pipes. Connect to here. Concrete to here. Heat pipe. Pipe. Also electricity. That's easier to accomplish. The power poles don't care. It's hilarious. They'll just do their best. And then... it's not exactly gonna work. It needs to be underground. The hole in it gets to here. Like that. Alright. So that will turn that on. Now we have some more lithium brine coming in. And then the same for all these other ones, essentially. Could spring it up this way. Move the pipes over here. Something. It's gonna have to be something. These pipes like this. We can underground it to somewhere else. This is already on this side. It needs to just go around on this side. Perhaps. We're going to do something with the pipes. Something like that. Okay. Concrete over here. Connected to that. Ice platform across this bit. Also some concrete. Concrete here. Ice platform. Concrete. That gets to there. That gets to here. Power poles. You guys need power poles too? There you go. Pump some more of that lithium brine. Great. I just need some heat pipes over to this area. Also going to use, so we're going to here, this. Okay. Heat pipes to here. That's some more. Here's a good spot. Then some actual. That's where this needs to go. Alright. Having more heat pipes actually works. One more here. Heat this. And now we have more lithium brine. Production. So productivity also working nicely. That's the idea in general. Fill up the pipe. Make it all go. It's getting pumped into the lithium maker here. It's currently low on holmium plates for some reason. Guess it was full. Also, the lithium here is full. We have plenty more holmium plates to make more of this. Alright. Doesn't seem to be a real limiting factor here on the cryogenic science packs. Just need to kind of redesign this other part of the factory here too to actually make more at a time. If we use more, that's also going to use more of all the resources, so. And once we have the box at the end taking more of the ice out, it just keeps on making the stuff. The availability of the ammonia is some. There's a lot of ammonia making these ice platforms, but we do kind of need them, so it's pretty worth it. Also, there's a good chunk. Fluid ingredient shortage. You kind of do need more ammonia. We need to extend the ammonia line, extend the line here, melt some more ice, make more power. And these sections over here can extend too. Build out further, make ourselves have some more space. We've got some concrete, some ice, some heat pipes. Kind of make it at least start growing some more here. The main problem would be if we need more fluorine, because that is all the way over here. And then, what else have we got nearby? There's some lithium brine over there. crude oil up there. Chlorine over there. If we need to go all the way across this, it would be quite the distance to get. Crude oil, lithium. Yep. As it stands, we could probably increase the amount of these we're making since they're so slow. See exactly what ratios of all these things in the cryogenic plants are actually necessary. But in general, if we just wait a while here, to eventually make enough science. Just 633. How many would we want to send? We do have the foundation here, which would be helpful to have. Engineered structural foundation with heat shield and deep screw piles, placed on lava, oil ocean, and most water. So this is what we could use here to make trains go further. That would be helpful. Also have the quantum processor, which is needed for the fusion reactor and all this. Got the captive biter spawner to be more complicated. Legendary quality. Still have not done anything with the quality. It's an extra complication. Rocket part productivity, also an option. Railguns, railgun damage and stuff. It's like the shooting speed and the damage are different science combinations at the end there. For the different planets. Promethium science packs. Portable fusion reactors. Research productivity. We're near the end here in terms of things. Of course, there's also all the infinite researches, but well, that's a whole separate thing too. So we want to get the most valuable things for us currently. Could we even research all these there? To look through exactly the amount needed for all these. We could pretty much send the quantum processors already. Allow us to make these. These processing units, tungsten carbide, superconductor, carbon fiber, lithium plates, and thermium cold. Made in electromagnetic plants. Crafted there or space. Pressure less than or equal to. Oh, we have to send fluoroketone to space or another planet on the electromagnetic plants. This is going to get complicated. This is what's going to happen here. We don't have any tungsten carbide here either. We have to move the tungsten carbide and the carbon fiber and the lithium fluoroketone. Make that anywhere else? Probably not. Needs solid fuel, lithium, fluorine, and ammonia. Alright. So should probably look through all the recipes for all the later stuff here too. Figure out how this is all going to actually work. And with the amount of time that's going to take, we might just be able to just keep this here making them. So making them at not great speed, but it's going at least. So we'll look at all the remaining researches, what that's going to mean, where it needs to go, what we need to do. Try to at least get an idea of the next stages here. We'll do that next time. Goodbye.